crowd erupts once again, and this is about, apparently, to go underway, Fortune.
Yeah. Cirque, third time is the charm, and we are definitely getting started this time on PS1. PS2, my bad.
There you go. Right, game number 1. This is going to be a Big Boss Mexico versus Gluto Mexico as well.
The brother battle. Oh, yeah. Right. Gyro coming out already. Gluto already throwing it back, getting rid of it. He does not want it on his stage right now.
All right, Gluto knows that he needs to get those low percentage combos started. Every single time he gets a string, you know that you're in for trouble. He's fishing for that. He knows that he can extend damage incredibly high, and Big Boss needs to find now a string of his own. Great stuff. I think he got his jump as well, but the air dodge has been spent. Good pressure on the ledge.
On ledge, the bike on ledge as well to cover options. That was such a good play from Big Boss there. But Gluto, obviously, we know what he's like. That's not going to phase him. Gets the command grab. Now it's Big Boss off stage, trying to recover, trying to get back, and that back air is going to send him back off stage and off. Both on 2 stops now.
Absolutely insane. Quick turn of events for both of these competitors. Honestly, Gluto started so well, but then Big Boss turned it up with
Big Boss bringing it back. We're seeing the rough combo. So once you see on Twitter, Big Boss is doing it right now. This is already such an explosive battle.
Que bonito. After all that weight, they don't want to waste any more of anyone's time. They're going aggressive. They're going hard at each other, and it's currently the Mexican who holds a very sizable lead.
With Mexican!
This could be it, and that is...
And it's done already! How quick was that? How quick was that game?
Not as quick, well, not as quick as the time they took to prep up for the set.
Wow.
So that's kind of crazy. It's Mexico. It's Mexico. It's something that it's very characteristic of the Mexican play style. You know, going very aggressive at your opponent, suffocating them out. So Gluto needs to adapt at this point. I, by no means, think that Gluto is helpless. That seemed quite commanding on Big Boss, but that doesn't mean that Gluto is done for.
Oh, Gluto is definitely not out. As we've seen him make these comebacks time again. This is no different at all as we go into game 2, and we're still on Pokemon Stadium 2. Right now, both of them just trying to find that opening, trying to find a way to get in. Gluto gets in, the nairs, the up airs, doing his combos, already at 74%, Big Boss.
All right, don't forget this is exactly how it started. Big Boss being at a deficit. The crowd behind us erupted. I can hear them from my headset as well. I think you guys at home can hear them too. So far, things are even once again. Gotta be patient, gotta be careful, because Gluto is going in with those chomps. Knows that he can put a lot of pressure on Big Boss's shield.
And putting a lot of pressure, he is right now, just keeping Big Boss at ledge there. The back air knocking off Gyro. Bike is also in play as well at ledge. Big Boss needs to be careful here.
Big hands ready to get the stock. Big Boss wants to go for a lower profile approach, which totally makes sense. Gluto is fishing for those back airs. This could be the kill confirm that Big Boss needs, and it does not happen. Once again, Gluto with those bites, they're just working so well against Big Boss's big body.
Yeah, that's going to be a punish right there, slapping him right off the stage, taking his stock. But as I say that, Big Boss returning it with a back air like, no, you.
That's kind of wild. That's kind of crazy from my boy, El Big Boss. Now, gotta be super careful here. Off stage, we know that Big Boss has been putting a dent on Gluto's approach. It's been kind of hard to recover, but once we're in the air, once we're in the stage to extend his combos, Gluto has been getting quite a lot of damage from them.
Definitely, for sure, but then Big Boss right now is getting that damage, throwing out Gyro. The up tilt, missing the up air though, but it's dead even right now.
Yeah, so far things are looking quite, as you mentioned, quite even. There's really no way to know what's going to happen. Big Boss has a good opportunity here, goes for the spike, doesn't get it. Gluto tries to extend with the bike and the waft, but it just goes nowhere. And it's once again the Mexican who gets the lead.
Yep, the double up tilt into the up air is going to take it. But Gluto still fighting. We know what he's like. Big Boss is off stage now. It's a scary situation. Can he get back on versus Gluto?
He does. He's very careful. He's never overextending too much. Gluto, once again, the bites will serve him right, just to add a little bit of extra damage. And of course, maintain a little bit of stage control. Gotta be careful, nice down air, and even nicer tech from Gluto as to not get bounced on the floor.
Gluto right now just trying to find that opening, and as I say, that gets the back air, takes the stock, both on last stock. Gluto may have 77%, but this is still even game.
Yeah, I don't believe Gluto has enough to get the full waft anytime soon. So maybe he goes for a step back, but instead he goes for the aggressive options, the aggressive approach. The crowd behind us goes crazy. They are rooting for Big Boss.
But they also know that Gluto doesn't need waft to win. He can kill with many other moves.
That's true.
Right now, he just needs to land. He just needs to get that opening. But Big Boss has the wall up right now. But as I say that, Wario eats the gyro and gets in.
Good opportunity for Wario to get a little bit of that waft back as well. Good opportunity for Big Boss to consolidate the win here. Goes for the down smash. Unfortunately, the timing was not right. Gluto tries to fish from below. The sharking is real, and it's really dangerous because, as you mentioned, the waft is maybe not super necessary, but even a half waft could be enough to get it.
And as soon as you said it, as soon as you said it, he heard you. He's like, oh yeah, I got waft. Let me use it. Perfect opportunity. Uses it and gets the kill, making it 1-1.
Yeah, it's gotta be scary because even though Big Boss had a very solid lead, he was playing very well in a very defensive fashion, but also his aggressiveness being on point. You know that the comeback factor for Gluto is absolutely undeniable, Fortune.
It definitely is. Both of them showing off why they're at the top of the world in Smash for a reason.
Game number 3 is about to get underway. Where are we going? Are we staying in Pokemon Stadium 2?
I do know everyone loves the Pokemon Stadium 2, so I wouldn't be surprised if they gentlemen there.
You know, something that I've noticed is that here in Europe, most of the players default to small battlefield, which is something that I absolutely love. I hate Pokemon Stadium 2 as a starter.
Okay.
People know this. People know this back in Mexico. So, but they love Pokemon Stadium 2. So it's like a constant battle between me and them. Instead, we're going to a very smaller stage with 3 platforms. Can you guess what it is? It's Yoshi Stories.
That means we're going to see a lot of killing off the top, probably, using the platforms, a lot of up airs from Rob, but also the wafts from Gluto as well. Definitely going to help out here.
Shishi. Sí me gusta. I like it a lot. This is a very interesting counter pick for Big Boss. He could very well take extremely early stocks. I wouldn't be surprised if he actually manages to catch Gluto off guard in one of those crazy mix-ups.
Yeah, for sure. You already saw him using the down tilt there, but Gluto manages to get out and has him stuck at ledge right now. Getting the command grab, throwing him right back off. Just keeping up that pressure, making it so Big Boss can't get anything started right now.
Struggling, but once again, this is to be expected. This is somewhat budgeted when you are fighting both. Well, when you have this kind of fighting between these 2 competitors, Big Boss gets a very nice damage output with those up smashes. Of course, it being somewhat stale will not be enough to get that stock, even with those narrower blast zones.
Right now, Big Boss is just struggling to land. With Gluto underneath him, where do you run to? But as I say that, once again, the command grab, Gluto using the command grab so well. Every time he uses it, it's landing.
Gotta be careful. You don't want to land on those back airs that Big Boss is putting out. The gyro becoming a traitor for Big Boss, where Gluto just takes advantage of that situation, and the bike just adds a little bit of extra pressure on the ledge. Both of them completely respecting their opponents at this point, them being both at kill percent.
Both of them playing each other a lot as well. As you said, Big Boss with the up smash there, taking the first stock. But as you said, both of them know each other. They played with each other before, so they know the good and bad points about each character, and you can see how they're playing around it, and they're doing it so well.
Yeah, they know that the name of the game is who controls the Beyblade. Speaking about Beyblades, there was a Beyblade tournament here at UFA over the fighting game warehouse. That was kind of crazy. It's kind of foreshadowing right now. Big Boss has a good opportunity to start dealing extra damage while still on the first stock. Unfortunately, he gets sent right to the rightmost corner of the blast zone. So he loses that first one, but still has a very sizable lead.
He may have a lead, but you do see that Wario is glowing right now, so we know the Waft is online, so Big Boss needs to be extra careful, and you can see him here just throwing out gyro, lasering, trying to keep a safe distance, because you do not want to get caught in what Wario is holding back right now.
You don't, and right now he has a good opportunity here to absolutely demolish.
There we
Big
go.
Boss, and he
As I say, it lands the Waft, gets a beautiful combo, and now Gluttony has taken the lead.
So far, a great turn of events for the Frenchman. He needs to take advantage of this situation, and Big Boss knows that he cannot get too desperate. Otherwise, he will suffer the consequences of his own actions, almost costing him a game. Going to Yoshi's, that blast zone was extremely close, and that was super scary to be that close to it.
And this was his Big Boss's counter pick as well. So Gluto using this to his advantage as well. It's very smart. And like, yeah, I can try and kill off the top because the ceiling's lower here.
You really cannot afford to be caught in that situation. Down there will certainly put Big Boss in a very close scenario where he barely caresses that left side blast zone. And once again, Big Boss looking, fiending to get that kill confirmed, unable to get it. We get a second game in Gluttony's favor. This is not looking pretty for the Mexican. He really needs to consider his counter pick options moving forward.
He definitely does, but once again, we know he's not out.
All right, Big Boss needs a second. I don't know if he's asking for a new controller. We trying to... Hola, that's us over there. Hey. We trying to be an amazing partner and an even better friend, maybe trying to find a new controller for Big Boss to try. I don't know if he didn't feel comfortable on that one.
Oh,
sure.
he got one.
There you go, let's try that. All right, he's happy with a selection, with a weapon of choice. Yet another GameCube controller for Big Boss to try.
Hopefully it works out this time. It's unfortunate that he's having all of these problems, especially in an important set like this.
Very unfortunate. I don't know if it's the controller. I don't think it's the setup, to be honest with you. But I also don't think Big Boss was struggling earlier with his previous matches.
Yeah.
So I mean that's interesting for sure. Now the representative from Daylight, which is the organization shouting right behind us, and Club Smash Banana over there in SoCal, back in the United States, are rooting for Big Boss, as well as every Mexican watching the stream.
And we go back onto PS2. And Big Boss starting off strong. Maybe it was the controller. Hold on a second.
That almost seems to be the case. At least he started quite aggressive, and it worked out for him.
But as we say that, Gluttony already coming in, but Big Boss stopping him in his tracks. Like, no, I'm not going to let you get your 60%. It's still my turn to play. Grabbing him, the down tilt, the down throw. Grabbing him again, said, no, I'm not done with you. Get back here.
All right, watch out now, because it's now Gluto's turn. Maybe the rage could have helped a little bit there, but that was not enough to get that stock off that of the Big Boss. With a lengthy and careful recovery, lands once again on Gluto's hands just to get back aired into his demise. We get the kill confirmed. Never mind, he still survives. No rage definitely mattered in that interaction.
Definitely Bike is on stage as well, and so is Gyro. As I say, that Bike gets destroyed, my bad. But right now, just back to neutral. Gluto just trying to find a way to get extra damage before losing his stock.
Yeah, he needs it at this point. He has to be careful. He needs to also provide a lot of aggression. There you go.
Yeah, beautiful weight.
Reading the air dodge. Absolutely love it from Big Boss. Feeling comfortable at all times to just go in. Now, this is a good opportunity to start representing and powering up by the crowd behind us, who's currently rooting for Big Boss quite loudly, and I love it.
You can hear the mix of "Let's go Gluto, let's go Big," but you can hear them mixing. And this is what I love about EU crowds so much. They're just cheering for their favorites, and it just brings the atmosphere. And he kills the side B, getting an early kill off Gluto. This is looking so big for Big Boss. You know what? I think it was the controller, because he is not holding back anymore. He is going all the way in. But as I say that, Gluto is doing his combo, and he gets the wall, and he kills Rob off the top. Every time one takes a set, one takes a stock, another one goes. So it's dead even once again. This set is so back and forth. I don't know who's going to win.
All right, it's matar o morir. They know how to do it. They know that they can bring each other back to back with the aggression. Right now, it's Big Boss who currently holds a very small lead now that we're in the strings, now that we are in the Wario blender. You know that you're in for some heavy damage. So they go back to taking things slow, taking things easy. But look at him go with the aggressive up smash out of nowhere. Good back air to set Wario once again off stage, fishing for the spike, not quite getting it just yet.
Gluto manages to make it back on stage once again. The consistent command grabs which are constantly landed. Falls out of the up smash. Gluto got so lucky there, but throws the gyro back. He needs to find his way in through all of these Beyblades, as you call them.
That is right. Now, careful, because Gluto is very close to doing some magic, but Big Boss could bring us to game number 5. He just needs to be very mindful and very aware of where the gyro is. Could fade back with the backer just to go back to the middle. This could be it. There's no way that's enough. Gluto survives just barely, but Big Boss has another opportunity. How is he going to get it? Gets stage 5. Gotta be careful, Fortune. He's still not out of danger.
Yeah. Going for the high recovery, coming down with the nair. It saves him. He manages to land. This is scary for Gluto right now. 173% on him right now. He needs to get that kill before we go to a game 5.
Gotta be patient. He's fishing for the down smash. Unfortunately, he couldn't get the time right. Gluto is looking for a gap, knowing that that will grant him stage control. There's no way that Nair does it.
Oh, it does it!
We got game number 5.
Gluto being on his bike as well. Extended the hitbox.
Good display of skill from Big Boss, providing an unbelievable first set of our block. This is a qualifying game for top 8 via the winner side. So this is something so important for both of these competitors. I mean, Gluto certainly doesn't want the upset here. Certainly he doesn't want to go to losers, and Big Boss has so much to prove, not only to himself, not only to the Mexicans, but to his new crew, Daylight, who's rooting so strong, so fervently for him behind us.
And if you can't hear it, I don't know what's wrong with your hearing, but they are loud, they are proud, they are cheering for their boy. And we are going immediately into game 5.
Let's go.
Listen to the crowd roar.
Wow, that's pretty loud. All right, game number 5. This is it. Big Boss is the one to start quite aggressively. He goes for those down air loops, trying to keep Gluto down. He doesn't want him to recover safely, and so far, Gluto has been struggling so much to just land on the stage once again.
Yeah, Big Boss doing such a good job of juggling him and keeping him from getting something started. Because we know once Wario's on the ground, he has so many options. When he starts short hopping around you, the pressure is coming out. But Big Boss knows that situation. He doesn't want to be in that situation. And he's doing such a good job of just throwing out the gyro and the lasers and keeping Gluto in the distance he wants.
Yeah, Gluto also taking advantage of that weapon, that object, to extend the range of his damage. Things are looking quite even right now, despite the fact that Big Boss started quite aggressively, quite effective as well. Things are now extremely uncertain to see who is going to take this first blood. Great use of the gyro to make it very uncomfortable for Big Boss to recover. He's a little too low. Gas is about to run, but he recovers back safely.
Safely enough, yes, but both of them over 100%. Any move from most of them could kill. They both need to be careful here, but gyro is out, as I say that. The bike is out to play. Need to be careful of that as well. Gluto using the bike, as I said it, to take Big Boss's stock.
I like it. That was just a distraction, and Big Boss eats it completely. Good back air. Great recovery from Gluto as well, sorting every single obstacle that Big Boss put in his way. Now, let's see if he can get it. Vámonos con el spike on. Great stuff from Big Boss to absolutely demolish that stock, but watch out, because Gluto has dire intentions between every single mobility option that he's taken.
Yeah. All those hits already at 74%. Right now, Big Boss needs to try and land. He uses that up air, manages to land, but right away, gets greeted with a command grab.
Yeah, nyam, nyam, nyam. He likes it quite a lot. Vámonos con la nalgada. He still survives just for a little bit longer. He needs to make use of this rage. Big Boss has been doing a phenomenal job of using... that's going to hurt for sure. That's yet another stock that disappears. And even though Big Boss is using his nairs quite effectively, even reversing them, he's still not allowing him... Gluto's not allowing him to just get away with it. Big Boss suffering quite a big deficit right now.
But I want you to look at Wario. What's he doing right now?
Flashing.
He's flashing, so you know what that means. And it's the final stock of Big Boss. We know what's coming up, but how is he going to do it? Is he going to be able to land it? Is Big Boss going to let him?
He's burning to burst. He really wants to let that out, and Big Boss cannot allow that to happen just yet. He's very close to getting this next stock and bring things to an even situation, but so far, things are not looking pretty. It's going to be it. What a nice way for Gluto to close that up, despite the fact that he was doing so well. Big Boss is sent to losers right before qualifying for top 8 via winner side bracket.
Gluttony protecting France, no protecting the EU and staying in the winners and going on to top 8. While Big Boss gets sent to losers, but I know we won't be seeing the last of him.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but absolutely well done from both of these competitors. They've provided incredible way to get this block started, to get this event to keep on moving, to just